Hey everyone, Liz Campbell here from Dynamic Intention, and I'm sat on the beach having just gone for a really fucking beautiful low tide walk on the sand barefoot, because one of my favourite things to do when the tide goes out far enough. And I knew I was going to make a video today anyway, but I figured I might as well make it here seeing as it's not windy, so in theory you should be able to hear what I'm saying when you watch this back. We shall see. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I ditched the term healer a long time ago, because I feel that it is incredibly misleading and it doesn't speak to the truth of who we are. And I've witnessed it being abused by a lot of people during the time that I've been doing energy work, and I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit from the perspective, well, I'm going to say from my perspective, because there's really any other perspective I can talk about it from, right? And actually just sort of talking about how there is an entire industry that's built upon the idea that you are somehow broken and need fixing, and is therefore predicated towards diagnosing things that are wrong with you and basically looking for reasons why you don't function properly, rather than actually focusing on the truth and the power of who you are and seeking to bring that out, basically. I suppose you could look at like using the term alchemy in the same way as the term healer, apart from with alchemy what you're doing is you're acknowledging that you have a thing and you're turning it into something else, rather than looking at it as being there's something that's wrong and therefore you need fixing, and like you're like a broken teapot or something. I just see the two as being two very different things. Just the term healing is disempowering in and of itself, and the term alchemy is empowering. What you're doing is you're taking something that exists, and you're not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but you're choosing to transmute it into something else. So a way different prospect. Alchemy is creation. Healing is a lie, actually. I kind of see it as a lie. It's perpetuating a lie. Much like, a lot of people in the healing industry, inverted commas, would claim that people in the pharmaceutical industry are perpetuating a lie and profiteering off it. I see people doing the same shit in the so-called healing arts, and I think, it's time for me to actually just speak it like I see it. If you're watching this, you're either going to resonate with what I'm saying here, or it's going to make you really defensive. And if you're feeling defensive, then there's something for you to look at, basically. And I'm saying all of this as someone who did at one point a very long time ago call myself a healer. I realise now the absolute absurdity of that claim, basically. All that anyone who appears to heal anyone is doing successfully, if they're doing it successfully and they're not operating out of their shadow and keeping people in states of like perpetuated helplessness, is actually just revealing the truth of who someone is, rather by removing any lies and illusions they're carting around with them about being less than that, basically. If you're going to look at, if you still want to use the term healer, think of it that way. Like, disabusing people of the illusions they carry, which make them feel or look or appear or know themselves as smaller and less powerful than they actually are, basically. So, yeah, I kind of don't think there's not much I want to add to this right now. I'm kind of like, I know for me that when I'm working with people, when I'm activating DNA, when I'm looking at what's going on with people, I'm always continuously looking to what is it that you want to be, what is it that you want to create, what is it that you want to experience, and what is out of alignment with that, rather than, oh, you're broken and therefore this isn't fucking possible for you, so we need to fix you. Which is, it just doesn't make any sense to me that people come from anything at that angle, but lots of people do still, you know. And I want to add into this as well, like when you're working with practitioners of any sort, are they speaking, okay, so we talk about like speaking truth to power and actually speaking words being spells and so on and so forth. Are the people that you're working with, are they weaving spells of brokenness, disease, sickness, hopelessness over you, or are they pointing out, clarifying and highlighting all of the ways in which you are blessed, fortunate, you know, love incarnate, etc.? What is it like? You can, if you look at a practitioner of anything, and you want to know what's really going on with them, like whether they're actually operating out of shadow or out of truth, what is it that they're speaking over you? Are they telling you how fucking broken you are? Are they telling you that you need them, otherwise you won't succeed? Are they telling you all of the things they see that are wrong with you? Or are they pointing out to you at every given fucking opportunity how fucking amazing, how powerful and how magnificent you are, and reminding you of that so that you can remind yourself to connect with that, basically? Are they pathologizing you, or are they exalting you with their words, with their actions, with the way that they engage with your stories about your past, with everything, you know, with everything of their being? What are they doing? What is it that their beingness is highlighting within your beingness? Is it highlighting wounding, suffering, pain, darkness, codependency, all of that shit? Or is it highlighting the fact that you are an infinite fucking being having a human experience, and you can change your experience at any given moment, given the right fucking tools and attitude? You know, because it's very easy to get lost in the illusions of all the crap. I think we all do that sometimes. But, you know, you come back to this thing of like, are you being reminded to circle back constantly to the truth of you are a divine being having a human experience? And I think, like, when you look at it that way, when you really simplify it down, you know, and you can muscle test on this if you're going to work with anyone, this person is going to assist facilitation of me embodying my higher self. This person is going to assist facilitation of me disconnecting from my higher self and my greatest truth. If you get the first answer, work with them. If you get the second answer, run a fucking mile. Bottom line. Unless you want to play that kind of game with them. Anyhow, I will add into all of this For those of you who feel so called and who are ready to own more of your power, I am running the shift to DNA activation from this forthcoming Friday, the 9th of June, in a Telegram group. This first round is really not very expensive. We're going to be doing all sorts of shit to really, like, I'm going to say, polish you up, so to speak. You know, take the magnificence that you are, the diamond in the rough, and actually polish you up nicely so that you can actually really fucking own how fucking awesome you are and your ability to do anything that you fucking like, basically. Because that's what a proper DNA activation does. It will also enhance your prayers, so on and so forth. It's going to bring you into a greater sense of purpose in terms of like that real clarity of knowing what it is that you want for yourself in this lifetime. No, you know, your soul connection, basically. You're never not connected to your soul, but at the end of the day, I think sort of sometimes that connection needs a little bit of a bolster. And DNA activation does exactly that. It's like swapping from a dial-up internet connection to super fast fibre optic broadband. It increases your bandwidth. It increases, basically it does nothing but amplify and enhance the truth of who you are. In the process of doing that, anything that's getting in the way of that does get highlighted, so, which is one of the things that we'll be doing, probably dealing with that shit during the course of the month. And like I said, $100 this time round. It would be delightful if you wanted to come and join us. If it's not for you right now, that's absolutely fine and fair enough. If you find this at some point in the future and it's gone up, I will say that if you're watching this 3 years down the line, it's not $100 anymore, sorry. It's gone up since then, but it's absolutely something that if you're watching this video, you've been drawn to watching this video for a reason. It's something you do need to be considering for yourself, because your soul has most likely, and you can check in on this, brought you to this video for a reason. Okay, so there are links around this. If you're on Instagram, it's in my link tree. If you're on YouTube, it's in the drop down box underneath. If you're on Facebook, it's in the blurb or in the comments. Okay, I'm sending you lots of love. But yeah, food for thought for today. Are you allowing yourself to fall into the story of your own disempowerment, or are you allowing yourself to be raised up into the actual truth of who you are? Anyhow, mwah, lots of love.